Making babies is actually a passionate business. It's a very natural extension of your living being. Like, we are all living beings, and this is a very, very primitive and a basic instinct that we have to reproduce and make copies of our own selves. And that actually is a resultant act of this coming together is a wonderful pregnancy. Unfortunately, in the today's urbanization with a lot of materialistic thinking and thought processes, we have forgotten this very basic, integral, empathic, passionate, loving approach towards pregnancy. I see younger couples even questioning what is love, and that is really, really very, very saddening. If you listen, and if any one of you must have heard of Khalil Gibran writing in his books saying that children are always an extension of yourself, an extension of time, an extension of love, and it's really, really true. If one has to achieve successful and optimum pregnancy, there has to be a lot of love and passion in that particular relationship, and that's going to be the foundation for a wonderful pregnancy and a family that we have ventured into. Now, are there any scientific basis for this? Absolutely, there are. Now, for example, if you look at the human sex and sexuality, you'll find that human beings can have sex on demand. They can choose to have sex whenever they want to. They are not like other mammals who have a defined phase which is called as an estrous cycle, when only they can get into, have those feelings, get into sex, only that time they'll ovulate and make their babies. While the human beings, the woman ovulates only at a fixed proposed time, that ovulation can vary. That ovulation can vary based on various factors. One can be her stress levels, one can be her underlying abnormalities, like if she's hypothyroid or if she's obese, she may ovulate at a different time, or it can also be driven by an orgasm. There have been instances when couples have planned safe period not to achieve a pregnancy, but still the pregnancy happened during that safe period, because the safe period, if you happen to get into an orgasm, that will definitely cause initiation of ovulation. Now, why this is important? Why orgasms are important, and what is an orgasm? Now, these are those acts which are beyond your voluntary control. You get so very stimulated and excited in such a fashion that your entire autonomic neuronal physical system comes into that act of achieving that sexual ultimate goal, which gives you so much of relaxation. It gives you so much of release, and that relaxation and release, when experienced, what happens inside your body is there is release of certain wonderful hormones such as the dopamine, the oxytocin, the serotonin, and all these hormones are essential to not only make your hormonal system acceptable to the act and the consequent pregnancy, but it prepares your reproductive tract so that those kinds of secretions or those kinds of hormonal changes, internal environmental changes, can be brought about. And not only that, this also improves your connect with each other, that emotional connect with each other, which becomes so much more reinforced with increasing amounts of such kind of experiences where you get into an orgasmic sex at a regular timeline. And how does it further help? It also makes you healthier. It improves your physical strength. It helps you into taking those typical positions while you are having sex, because these positions are going to be necessary when you're finally going to deliver. So if you ask me, that many a times when patients ask me, when would it be right for me, doctor, to have sex to be able to get pregnancy, my answer to this question is every day and every time that you feel like. If you are not going to have sex on a regular basis, you are not going to have those wonderful changes that happen in your mind, body and physicality, because you are creating a wonderful being, a same copy of your own self, a reflection of your love, emotionality and passion, which is going to be healthier and happier. And this is definitely going to determine not only the health of the baby but even the mental makeup of the baby, because it's been found that when you carry so much of stress into even getting into a sexual relationship, that stress also prevents the pregnancy from having. I have had experiences of patients going into for IVF pregnancies, have had failed artificial reproductive pregnancies, and have gone back home frustrated and have come back pregnant spontaneously when they were stress free. So that love, that passion, that empathy, that orgasmic connection, which is so much close to a cosmic connection, is very important. Why? Because your orgasm at the time of having sex and the time when probably you made that baby, that extension is the same reflection you will have to have when you are delivering your baby. Because what is normal labor? Normal labor or delivery is squeezing of the uterus while you were having this orgasm. When you had that sex, the womb was getting squeezed, and that squeezing of the womb caused the sperms of the man to be sucked into the uterus, to be able to be sort of guided towards the waiting ovulated ovum in the fallopian tubes. Now these changes also made the bed of the womb, that is the endometrium, so very fertile that this fertilized egg came and just got implanted and the pregnancy went ahead. Now the same kind of squeezing of the womb occurs at the time of delivery. Of course, it is in a larger quantity. It causes squeezing of the uterus because it has to now push a baby off the weight of about 2.8 to 3.2 or 3.4 kgs from that entire genital tract. So it's going to require time, it's going to require patience, and it's going to be associated with a little pain. Even when you have a good sexual act, there is a little pain. There is some amount of pain at that time. There is a little sort of a soreness after that, which is essential, because that is going to create that wonderful connect that you have. While we typically say a very, very cliche statement, there is no gain without pain, which may sometimes be exaggerated in the context of labor, but many a times it has been seen that if you look at the labor pain with the right attitude, if you are mentally prepared for it, and if you do not have any fear or anxiety as a frill around it constantly, you will be able to get into that experience of a normal delivery wonderfully, because it's actually an extension of that wonderful orgasmic pain when you had sex. You have to take similar kind of position. If you are not able to flex your joints, if your body bring it into that typical position when you are now going to take out your baby out, and the exact those last moments when you are delivering your baby out, those are those 1 or 2 contractions which are supposed to be excruciatingly painful. But if you ask women who have delivered their babies without any pain medicines, they will tell you that they never perceived those pains, because they were so busy in that wonderful experience of delivering the baby out of their genital tract, that those 2 pains, those 2 last few pains, they just wouldn't remember. So whatever pain that a woman remembers, if at all, is in those beginning kind of pains. But many a times you may remember your fracture wound pains or your toothaches, but no woman will ever remember her delivery pains. What she will remember will be the anxiety around it, the fear around it, the worries around it. But if you look at it, if you want to really bring out optimization and naturalization of birthing, get it back to those medieval times when women were delivering at their own homes in the safety of their families without any cause of worry, and were wonderfully getting their babies out. This kind of understanding of the aspect of the conjugal relationship, the sexual relationship, the sex within the family relationship, the man-to-man connect, and the final purpose of its extension into bringing forth another wonderful new being who is going to take the legacy of all of us, our genes, our thinking, our looks, our philosophy, our psyche, furthermore to evolve the human race. This aspect has to be really, really well understood.